we're into several years now where there are outdoor kitchens with the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. Can you tell us about what's new this year?
So there's a few things that are new this year, not only for the outdoor kitchens, but we are 90 days. So the festival's 90 days, but we have a few new outdoor kitchens. So we have Isla Fresca, so it's a little bit kind of like Caribbean / Jamaican. We have Bauermarkt, which is a German spring market, and then we have Cider House.
And what are some of the favorites that have returned this year?
So some of the favorites that have returned this year are the shrimp and grits out in Florida Fresh, watermelon salad, and then we actually brought back two more, one from about 4 years ago, which was the smoked salmon tartar with the cheddar cheese biscuit, and then the lemon scone with a little bit of creme fraiche and fresh berries.
And where do you get your inspiration for the different dishes each year?
So I think a few inspirations. One is just walking around and speaking with guests and getting guest feedback. I think there's a lot of inspiration there. And then working with our horticulturists, they're really designing the outdoor kitchens and the gardens and what they're trying to do and tell the story. And once they have that developed, then I really get inspired by knowing what they're trying to achieve, and then we can kind of work on the food.
And I know, can you give us an example of that? One of your booths that kind of goes along with maybe the plants in the area?
Okay, so one of the marketplaces that I think is very inspiring to create food is Urban Farm Eats. So Urban Farm Eats, what we're trying to show is farming in a small area, like in an urban setting, okay? And what we tried to do is there's a lot of vegetables being grown there. So one of the items is the seared pork tenderloin with mushroom ragu and then spring vegetables. So it's more about serving just a smaller piece of protein and more vegetables. So you're really eating that vegetable component opposed to just a heavy protein. So that's one of the things that it could be either a produce or just the garden in general can inspire a dish.
And what is your favorite item this year?
So when people ask me about my favorite item, it's kind of like picking a child. So really difficult, okay? But over in the smokehouse, the beef brisket burnt ends hash with the cheddar cheese fondue and the pickled jalapenos is definitely my favorite.